everyone, and welcome to an overview of our brand new 100% free Wellbeing Curriculum. We are so excited to bring you this evidence-based SEL curriculum that can not only support the well-being of your students, but also help create a healthier and happier classroom environment that nurtures well-being, academic growth, and teacher job satisfaction. Let's take a look at our Wellbeing Program intro video. I know you all don't need me to tell you that our students and our teachers' well-being is at an all-time low. Students are struggling with mental health more than ever before, and teachers are getting burnt out more and more every year. Let's hear a little bit more about this and what we can do from Dr. Kimberly Schonert-Reichel. Dr. Schonert-Reichel is a world-renowned SEL expert and was the key researcher during the 2-year study our curriculum underwent to become an evidence-based program. Let's hear what she has to say.
We know from the brain science that the brain is plastic. Neuroplasticity really tells us that these social and emotional skills can be taught. They're malleable and you can develop them at any point in your life. We know from decades of science that how children feel affects how and what they learn. We also know that these skills can be promoted through programs like the Wellbeing Program. The children who receive social and emotional learning programs not only develop better empathy, get along better, manage their stress, they also achieve higher academic achievement. So there's no longer any excuse to say you cannot fit this into the curriculum, because social and emotional learning not only helps promote better well-being, it also promotes academic achievement. You know, we are truly in a crisis time. We are in a crisis moment, and we have to find something to do about that. When we see the escalating mental health crisis that's happening, not only among our children, but among our adults, we're seeing increased violence and crime. We are seeing increased apathy towards seeing, violence among others. We really are at a turning point. And what we know now from science is that you can promote these positive skills. We focus a lot on decreasing the ill-being, decreasing depression and anxiety and stress. And I think those are all critical, but we also know from the science that you can promote these positive human qualities like happiness and joy and gratitude and empathy. And I think that's really what we need for the future of our society, is our citizens to have those skills, to not only be happy and healthy, but also to be kind, compassionate, and empathic. Teachers are the engines of social and emotional learning. It is teachers who have the social and emotional competencies and their own well-being in which they can then truly implement social and emotional learning programs for their students, where their students can benefit. For over a decade, I have been studying the well-being and the social and emotional competencies of teachers. And what we know from the research is that teachers with strong social and emotional skills, the ability to manage their own emotions, to be aware of others' emotions, to build positive relationships, to manage their stress, are not only better at getting along with colleagues, they're also able to create classroom context where all students can thrive and flourish. And really, what it emphasizes to us that in order to really support the students' social and emotional learning, we really need to start with the educators and help develop their own well-being as well as their social and emotional competencies. Social and emotional learning is not another thing on the plate. It is the plate. That promoting the well-being of our students using programs like the Wellbeing Program is essential for learning, for success in life, for being able to get along with others, being able to manage their stress. And so the idea of taking a program like the Wellbeing Program and thinking that it should just be offered, one time a week, just dealing with students' well-being very infrequently is not really what we need right now. What we need right now is a program like the Wellbeing Program that's integrated into the very fabric of everyday classroom experiences, that children have the opportunity to talk about how they're doing, how they could help others, how they could practice gratitude, how they could practice empathy. All of the factors that we know that are foundational to the Wellbeing Program need to be part of the regular school curriculum. Some of the most compelling findings that emerged in our interviews with teachers and our questionnaires with teachers about implementing the Wellbeing Program included, number one, teachers told us that they benefited professionally from implementing the Wellbeing Program with their students. They talked about how integrating the program into the classroom, seeing the students engaged in these activities of service learning, talking about gratitude, how much they learn professionally in implementing this kind of program. But what was also fascinating is that teachers told us that basically they also benefited personally from implementing the Wellbeing Program. They talked about having conversations with their students about well-being made them reflect on their own well-being and the qualities they had. And so much of the activities were not only for the students, that the teachers said they themselves were able to benefit from thinking about these concepts and being able to think about gratitude and practice these activities. And really, I have to say, one of the most fascinating findings, we had such overwhelming positive response from teachers, but, I've done a lot of research on social and emotional learning programs over the years. And one thing that we had never found before, when we asked the Wellbeing Program teachers, would they recommend the Wellbeing Program to a colleague? We had a full 100% of teachers said they would recommend it to a colleague. Now, this is fascinating. Never before had I seen this type of finding where all of the teachers said they really felt that this program would be useful.
So after hearing from Dr. Schonert-Reichl, what can we do to support the social emotional health of our students and reignite our love for teaching? It all starts with taking care of each other as people first, and our well-being curriculum can guide you through doing just that. Let's take a peek. On the Wellbeing page of the Education Plus website, you'll find detailed lesson packages for each of our well-being topics, which include mindfulness, gratitude, empathy and compassion, altruism, and resilience. Each lesson package is also accompanied by a PowerPoint lesson deck that you can project on your board to implement each lesson with ease. You'll also find our foundational module, which is where we recommend you start with your students no matter what grade you teach. The foundational module guides your students in creating the type of classroom environment that they want before moving on to the other well-being lessons. There are also other helpful resources, such as the Educator Guide, where you can see all of our curriculum materials at a glance, and modules to help you with supporting different types of mental health issues you may see with your students, and supporting you in building a trauma-informed classroom. As a bonus, you'll also find activity cards to enhance the engagement of your well-being lessons even further. It can all be found on the Wellbeing page of our Education Plus website. And you can always contact us through the website. We are here to support you with any questions you may have. And that's all for now. We hope you enjoy exploring the curriculum.